it yet?
I have no reason yet to be afraid. I would love to have a reason to beware of the chair, but it's I'm going to wait for it.
I mean, I'm going to tell it to you like this. The Macho Man Randy Savage definitely could hit you with a chair at any given moment. That's still a wrestling.
100%. 100%.
But here we go. Getting into this set, we have the blue team sitting on two smackers, right? Well, one is a quick KO type character. We got the Ragnar as Raphael, and then we have good old Olgrim as Macho Man Randy Savage. Both these characters can get you out of there quickly, and Goddess is going to have to be wary of that. But you also have the bow and the lance coming out from Asmodie to hold you down, and they did a great job last game. We'll see how this works.
Now, you talk about those quick KO legends on the blue team. We have major spiking options from both members. I mean, we also have one from Goddess as well. It's that big anchor that she's bringing out, getting that beautiful spike to take away the first stock from Fi. But we also have spiking options like that from both members of the blue team. We have it on the Ragnar. We have it on the Olgrim.
That anchor will definitely hold you down. You feel what I'm saying? Nice neutral light coming out from the axe of Ragnar. Boom! Neutral signature is going to get the stock out of there. And here we go. Beware of chair. Getting two stocks back to back to kind of even this up, but we still have some danger. Whoa! Nice turnaround to keep.
Oh, Goddess is going to follow up with that one.
Just about to say, Goddess saved himself with that turnaround. Just coming back with that side signature to challenge. And no siree, Bobby Joe Johnson, it ain't going to work.
I didn't happen to catch how much damage she had on her stock when she fell, but that had to have been a crazy early KO. Man, that extended combo or string that came out from Fi that sent Goddess so far to the right, so she had to burn so many options. The follow-up, that came out from Chair after that to make sure she didn't touch the wall. The pressure that they put on Asmodie, so Asmodie couldn't get the save. They played that so expertly.
That was perfect play. Man, is this going to be the end of the stock of Chair? Oh, there it is. Good job getting that one out of there. And a surprising lead for the red team. I thought that the red team was going to be in danger at this point. But, man, look at the way they're playing this. We got Asmodie really sitting here in hot, deep maroon, right? Like anything should be able to get the KO, but only getting tapped by very light attacks. Nothing big until that one, and we got the recovery over the top to really tie this game up. This is even because you look at the damage of Goddess, and this could turn into a 2v1 really fast.
Even though it was 3 stocks on the red team compared to the 2 of the blue, based on the damage, the blue team was in the lead. Because every hit that they put on the red team was going to completely split them up. One of them, of course, led to the KO on Asmodie. That gave them time to put pressure on the Goddess to find the KO there. Little bit of wire crossing there. Didn't quite extend that into the real big damage that we would expect. But with double axes on the field, you do have to worry about DI coming into effect. If you neutralite and your teammate neutralites, that means your opponent can DI, move themselves out of any potential follow-ups. That means the blue team has to make a read, a major decision in that moment, which can be really tough to guess what your opponent's going to do. Is Asmodie going to take this? Pick that one up high. That's one KO. There's the side light. No true KO option follow-up off of that side light. That's why you saw Asmodie back up.
Oh, you just gave the game. Oh my gosh, I thought that was over with. High ceiling is gonna save. Here we go. What's the option here? Back in the same situation on the other side of the stage. Asmodie trying to find the last hit. This 2v1 could happen. Oh, decided to commit. And the punish with the Nair is gonna do it. Asmodie keeping the momentum from the last set. 789 on the board.
Bro, Asmodie's so filthy on it. Absolutely disgusting. So much damage every single game. That gives Goddess a lot of flexibility. That like takes so much of the pressure off of Goddess. Now, I said it was like a negative before, and I still do. I believe that. Because a lot of the time, Asmodie has to do all that damage. We do see 510 damage coming out from Goddess this time, but again, having to put out almost 1,300 damage every single game, that's so tough. You just can't count on that every single game. Asmodie's doing a great job of making it happen very often, frequently, but you cannot count on that every single game.
So the thing you have to look at is, when are teams going to say, I mean, we kind of need to focus Asmodie.
Exactly.
When are we going to see that? But then there's the other side of that coin. You flip it like Two-Face, right? And then the other side of that coin might say to you, if you do that, do we really get to see what Goddess is holding in that bag? What is in that bag? If you start chasing down Asmodie and you free up Goddess, you might start to see 700 damage on that side. So it's tough.
We are in a best-of-5 set, and that's the beauty of a best-of-5 set is you have that experimentation time. I would like to see, you bring up an excellent point, I would like to see the blue team try and bully Asmodie out of the game to see if Goddess has that in her to do that 600, 700, 800 damage when they take Asmodie out. Oh my gosh, Asmodie said, look, it normally takes 180 to 200 damage to KO someone. Not anymore. High damage numbers, I don't even need them anymore. I'm going to carry my opponent out here. I'm going to hit a signature when they're in yellow or orange right next to the blast zone. I'm getting a KO.
I like it, and that's going to be the stock coming off once again for the blue team. My goodness. And red team coming out hot. Oh, if the Sair came out right there, that would have been really dangerous, but I think that could have put Beware Chair in a really, really, really bad situation. The dodge was already spent. Wow, the Sair coming out, and that's going to be the stock of Goddess. Goddess is down one. We still have a lead. We still have a good lead on red team. But we're going to have to see the blue team pick it up. Because this is the domination station, my man.
Oh, that's tough. Fi came over like, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Boom, ground pound. Saw his boy completely just mashed into dust. Sent down to the bottom. 5 stocks to 3. That's tough to watch. You just saw your homie get clapped.
Definitely did. Oh, that was
so
Ricky! Oh, Ricky!
That was a KO? You're kidding, dude. Amazing. Asmodie is so nasty.
Disgusting. Oh, my gosh. This is getting real bad. This is getting real bad. Look at this. This is one of those, I don't like to be predictive and say, like, yeah, it's impossible. But,
look, it's almost impossible.
I mean, right? Like,
Fi needs several miracles to happen, not just one.
Look at what's happening.
Yep, Goddess completely saying, hey, I know Asmodie's been doing a gorillion damage every single game. I'm going to let her do that.
Red team wins.
And look at the damage. Look how much damage she had to do this game. 524. That's it. 524. You add these two numbers up. My brain is small. Hold on. I gotta pull out the calculator.
You add those two up, and you have Asmodie's regular damage from other.
Yeah, straight up. That's the point I'm trying to make. I don't know. I have to empirically prove it, but it's 524 plus 281. That equals 805. We have seen Asmodie do more damage on her own in multiple games, and yet look at the KO efficiency coming out. Incredible work from Asmodie. Look at the top of that graph. Look at that long wedge. That means no falls.
None.
No issues whatsoever. Incredible play from Asmodie.
That's what you want to see. That's the kind of graph you want to see when you look at your flight recap.
Straight up.
You want to see any falls. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, the dunk to start off the game wasn't able to chase, luckily, and we're going to be able to save that stock. But that bow ground pound does not care what damage you're at. We got another one, that could have been it.
If we're talking about moves that don't care what damage you're at, we're seeing Chair on this cross pick, cross neutral signature does not care what damage you're at. It doesn't matter how much damage is on your shirt, how many creases are in your Air Forces. Those could be crispy, brand new, right out the box, and you're going to be taken out if you eat a neutral signature from Cross's Gauntlets.
You ain't lying, my boy. What we have on the table, there it is, not able to get Goddess out of there, trying to fight back. Fi has sword in hand, and we have the Hattori out there. First off, we did not mention that, but we did mention the cross coming out. Mr. Luke, Mr. Broken SF5, doing his thing. All right, and the blue team has a very good, I was about to exaggerate. The blue team has a good lead, but there we go. See, now it's going to start all falling together. The puzzle's getting pieced up. And Fi trying to save that last stock, but nice! Coming over the top, alley-oop from D-Wade to LeBron James. And Asmodie getting the stock off of Fi. Now we have a super tie game.
Now that last KO is why I'm here on the desk and they're the ones playing in the game, because I saw that signature, the first signature come out from Goddess, and I was like, okay, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen right here? And then all of a sudden, I didn't even see Asmodie coming, and she nailed it.
I definitely didn't see Asmodie coming at all either. Hey, I like that. Shut it down.
That was nice.
But get your hands off my friend. That's what that was.
Straight up said, that's my purse. I don't know you.
I don't know you. Oh, my gosh. That's Bobby. All right. The cannon. You know what? mean, we've seen some KOs here and there and a few little combinations out of the cannon, but with the newly patched cannon, I would assume we'd see some more. Wow. Throw in the haymaker, exactly what Luke does to you, big time damage from small hits, and gonna get the stock out of there. Chair trying to get back on stage, makes it back, and is fighting with the gauntlets in hand, trying to keep the lead for his team without losing the stock, but you're gonna get caught by Asmodie. I think you're out of there. Yep, weapon toss will seal the deal.
Now, after the incredible destruction we saw last game at the hands of the red team onto the blue team, this game is definitely different. The lead is in favor of Fi and Beware of Chair. Oh, that was an interesting sequence of events that ended up leading to a team KO. That's not what you want, period, but definitely not when you're behind. You're up 2-0. You can't risk that. It'd be really nice to take this one 3-0, send your opponent packing, guarantee that top 3 finish.
It'd be nice, but it's tough.
Oh. This is going to be a very large mountain. Going to grab that one. Oh, the dip down was too quick. Fi wasn't able to punish it properly. D-Light recovery not quite taken off the top. We are on Demon Island.
The idea was really, really smart, trying to come down there with the down air and get that stock out of there. I mean, God has made the right play, probably the best play possible, because a regular dodge going onto the stage was going to get you out of there anyway. Blue team going to take this one. What's the damage number? Like 616 for Asmodie, 327, right? So you still have another dominating performance for the red team on that side, for Asmodie on the red team, and still not able to get the dub. When are we going to see the Goddess numbers jump sky high?
Man, I don't know. I'm looking at the play that we've seen so far, and like we've been heaping a lot of praise on Asmodie because it seems like, based on what we've seen so far today, Asmodie is one of the best Australian players. But Goddess is one of the smartest Australian players because she decided to team with Asmodie. And that's just as important as being good. Being smart and being good are both extremely valuable things to have on a 2v2 team. I say this about Acno and Blaze all the time. Blaze, one of the best 2v2 players in the entire world. Acno, one of the smartest 2v2 players in the world because he teams with Blaze.
I love that take. I love that take. And now, we are in the situation. When you lose that game and you had it 2-0, everything could have been nice and sweet. You move on to the next round. Could have been a good deal. But here you are. You allowed a game on the board. And now they only need 2 to get you up out of here. And now you're backpedaling. You're on the back foot. Even with the lead, you're on the back foot of getting reverse 3-0.
I'm smelling grilled meat in this room, and I thought it was the blue team. I thought they were cooked. I thought they were done. I thought that's what I was smelling. No, it's just dinner here because they still have a lot of life left in them. The swap to Cross, the switch to Hattori as well. This team is playing really well. They are going to be knocked out first. Is it going to be the full team wipe? It certainly must be, unless, okay, Asmodie is there just in case Fi was able to rotate in time. Of course, playing Hattori, you have that really high movement speed.
That was almost super close. You saw what Asmodie was trying to do, and then the gravity cancel neutral light. If Goddess was able to come over there and not get hit, Goddess tried to gravity cancel D-Light into ground pound off of a combination there. That would have been the stock. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that unarmed from both players turning into a situation of a robbery of a stock. It didn't happen, but it was some really good stuff to see for me.
Slight misstep just towards the end of that. That was a very extended 2v1 combo, so a lot of damage was done. Couldn't quite finish it off with the recovery to add just a little bit more mustard on it as the red team member was spawning back in, but still, incredible work. Fi and Beware of Chair, like right before that combo, this game was looking like it was going to be in the favor of Asmodie and Goddess. Then I started saying that sentence, and we saw the first side signature, and I was like, okay, tides are turning. By the time I was finished with that sentences, the tide has definitely changed. The tables have turned, and we are now looking at a blue team lead.
The tables have turned. You talked about them getting cooked, and they're hungry. They're here to eat. They ain't getting cooked. They're here to eat. I'm loving the way that this game is going so far. We have big-time health on the side of Chair. I'm loving the pick here too, right? The Luke has been doing big-time work, and you don't really get to see the tournament cross very often. Tried to get sneaky there, leaking in with a neutral sig, but a side six can get your teammate gone, and you might be going into a 2-2 situation if you can't clutch up. Held it a little too long.
Yeah, I think he wasn't quite sure on the timing for it. They were spread really far apart. Unfortunately, he's going to fall, putting Fi in the 1v1 situation for just a moment. Yo, I thought Fi was just going to wait. I thought Fi was going to run away, play defensive. We are now heading into a Game 5 situation.
This is where they didn't want to be. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. They did not want to be here. It was a clean situation. They almost had the game 3-0 to close this whole bad boy out. And now we're going to sit here and watch them have to deal with 2-2. And, man, you go back and you watch this over again. If you lose this, that's pain. That's nothing but pain.
That's going to stick with you.
Man, look, you ever seen Teen Titans Go?
Yes.
Oh, yes, okay.
Finally, we have a reference that, well, hold on. I might not understand it. I've seen it. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but like, this is the first time I've understood. Yeah, Cyborg.
Painbot. No, not Cyborg.
Not Cyborg.
Painbot.
I don't know who Painbot is.
All I know is Pain.
I
knew it was going to happen. Me and Sparky have synergy, but we do not have the reference game. And at one point, we will have that. But these guys have the synergy also. Both teams have been looking good throughout this set. I don't know. I can't pinpoint who's going to win this one. We've got to see a change up from the red team. And is the red team more damage from Goddess? Is that the answer?
We are seeing the character swap. They're going to hope that that change-up is what this red team needs to find the victory here in this Game 5 situation. We're also on a completely different map. We've been playing a lot of Demon Island, which has no moving platforms, no soft platforms whatsoever, tiny side walls. But here now we have 3 soft platforms. We have very large side walls. So we have a complete change coming out in terms of stage pick as well.
There's been a lot of KOs that almost happened over the top, and Demon Island's ceiling is very high. This one, kind of not. So we're going to see how this turns out, and we know the spear can KO over the top fairly easily. So can the bow. Both teams have a weapon that can really shake things up here in this set. Man, off the side, Goddess was able to survive, but guess who wasn't? Chair, and neither was Fi, and a red team with a very nice lead.
We're seeing Asmodie in a really good spot damage-wise, just in the orange at this point. We're seeing Goddess get sent over to the right side, but she is able to get back onto the main platform. No worries there. We're seeing Chair coming in, putting out some damage, nothing leading to a KO. Still has Asmodie in the orange. There's one KO off the top. Asmodie not going to really go in aggressive for the 2v or the 1v2 situation if you're looking at Asmodie's point of view. Sticking over on the wall, waiting for Goddess to come back in.
You know what? In high-level play of any game, I love to see people, people like to call stuff spamming. If you're at this point in the tournament and someone's allowing you to do a move repeatedly, you're not spamming. That's calculated play with the same attack. And we're seeing a lot of side signatures coming out from Beware of Chair, and those things have been clapping this whole time, ever since the cross pick.
Look at how effective they've been so many different times in so many different instances where sometimes you're close to the edge, sometimes you turn it around, do it the opposite side, sometimes you're in the middle of the stage, sometimes your opponent is orange, sometimes they're red, sometimes they're yellow. So he's been able to use it so well in so many different instances. Like it's a really good signature. So using that is not the worst idea in the world, and the way Chair's using it, very smart idea.
It is definitely covering a lot of ground. Throws it out the wrong direction right there, right? I know the idea. It would have hit Asmodie, but just did it the wrong direction, and your teammate ended up getting cleaned up. And now you're in a tough situation. Asmodie holding strong for the red team. Goddess not getting KO'd yet.
That was critical.
Ground pound. Yeah, that was big time. I can't believe it actually KO'd. I did not think it was going to be enough. Maybe it was the uppercut into the ground pound that added that extra damage. But either way it goes, this is fairly even, but the blue team is still in trouble, especially out here on this side.
Chair has a lot of damage on this stock, but Cross is going to be one of those tankier legends with that higher defense. So depending on where Chair plays, depending on what moves he actually gets hit by, well, a recovery from the middle of the stage a little bit elevated. If you're talking about the left side of that right soft platform, that's going to lead to the KO there. Still definitely in the lead if we're looking at the red team. Fi does have to be careful. Lower defense legend about halfway through this final stock in the orange. Some good damage coming out. Splitting up the red team like that gave blue the 2v1 situation situation of just for a moment.
They needed it. They needed it. But Asmodie, once again, making a highlight reel play, throwing the weapon to stop that team combo because it could have been the end of Goddess's stock. And fighting, here we go. Oh, wasn't able to convert. I don't think that Chair was ready for that. Fi with a nice Sair on Asmodie. Asmodie is holding on to the second stock. The most damaged, but the most living character on the stage currently. And here we go, back with the white tee, as you said.
Oh, if they can find it, they do find the KO. This is a 2v1 situation. A fresh shirt coming on. Asmodie in the 1v1 against Chair. It took no time at all to find that KO. Critical option that Asmodie found. Chair now in the 1v1 situation, halfway through this stock, but a tankier legend.
Went in there, threw that spear, that lance away, and knew. Asmodie knew, I want this bow for the 1v. I'm going to control space. I'm going to control this neutral. I know what you're trying to do with these gauntlets, and I'm not going to let you do it. Okay, oh, went for the down signature. It took a little bit too long to come out, and nice neutral light from Chair to get the punish. Chair, nice.
Oh, he's ended
Picking up damage. That was very, very good. Trying to get yourself back in here.
It's not going to take much more, and they are going to be dead even in this. Chair's Blasters gameplay really coming out here.
What's the answer? What's the answer? Doesn't want to get too extra.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, Chair, what are you doing? What a bold gambit. That neutral light almost sending Chair into the blast zone. Recovering very low. The side air. Oh, no, that ended up dropping. Didn't get the full force stuff, but picks up the neutral light. Last stock red for both teams in the Game 5 situation. What a rally from the blue team to almost get the reverse 3.
You ever seen the RDC videos?
No.
No, I'm doing it again. The RDC videos, LeBron James in the locker room, Mark Money, Cash Money Mark.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
You deserve better.
It's all good. No, Sparky.
You deserve better.
Sparky, I actually think that that's the most entertaining thing, is me trying to make